That's a crazy Mac Studio. Hello guys, thank you for tuning in, and what a time to be a video creator. Without a studio? But Apple brought that. So recently we all watched Apple March 22 event. Apple started with Apple TV Plus in collaboration with Friday Night Baseball. I'm a fan of baseball, so that's good. Then Apple introduced two new colors to iPhone 13, green and alpine green. And it was important because Apple introduced every year new iPhones with almost the same price. Mid of the way, any Apple buyer thinks like, should I go with a half a generation old iPhone, or should I wait maybe a few months, 5-6 months, and get a new one? So it's like Apple telling to the possible buyers, hey, here is your reward for waiting so long. Then they went all in for iPhone SE 3 2022, which is a budget iPhone. Apple is quite mundane here with SE, same on body of iPhone 8 with A15 Bionic chip from iPhone 13, added 5G sub-6, that means no millimeter waves here. No doubt that A15 will bring better performance for the camera and battery, and that's it. It's more like shit edition, same excretion, spatial extortion, anything but special edition. And the price went up from USD 399 to USD 429. Adding 5G, A15 Bionic kind of justifies that. Apple also upgraded iPad Air. Same design and body from the last year, but is powered by mighty M1 chip now. Apple has always been way ahead in the tablet market. However, M1 will bring absolute amount of power, so much so that it might not even need it. Total overkill. With USD 599 and updated selfie camera to 12 megapixel ultra wide with center stage feature, that is a really good price for the device. Now let's move on to the main show of the event. A new addition to the family, Mac Studio, or should I call it Crazy Mad Studio with M1 Ultra. I hope Apple is out of adjectives here. Anyway, jokes aside, it is such a targeted product for such a niche market, creators, designers, editors, anything but a regular consumer. And it is powered by old and at the same time new M1 Ultra. So it is literally two M1 chips fused together via die-to-die connection technology. Apple calls it Ultra Fusion and behaves like a single massive chip. Programs and softwares and applications which are already in the market, they don't have to, and the developers don't have to update them, because to those applications it will seems like all the commands are being executed at one chip. There are no two chips for them. So that's a good thing. It comes with 2.5 terabyte per second of bandwidth between two halves of the chips and 800 gigabyte per second bandwidth for the whole thing. That is fast. And to make it even more powerful, it comes with 64 or 128 gigabytes of unified RAM. Crazy. So 20-core GPU, 16 high performance cores, 4 high efficiency cores, 48 and 64 cores of GPU, and 128 gigabytes of unified RAM. It is an insane amount of memory bandwidth for a CPU and a GPU, period. For now, it is only announced for Mac Studio. For me, it's like Mac Mini and Trashcan Mac Pro had a baby together, an illegitimate one, totally spitting image of the mother. Still, it is portable enough to stay on your desk with 7.7 inches wide and 3.7 inches tall dimensions. It has all these perforations at the bottom and on the back for air circulation. Sucks cool air from the bottom and blows hot air from the back. Now that I said it, it sounds so vulgar. Ew. Apple showed a lot of charts comparing M1 Ultra Mac Studio with, which I think, old iMac Pro, not on the sale anymore, and Intel Mac Pro Tower, which is still on the sale, and one should treat it as untouchable. Do not buy it. Do not buy it. Do not buy it. Do not buy it. Please don't buy that. So Apple paired it with new Studio Display, 27-inch screen with 5K resolution. Truthfully, it is just a small version of Pro Display XDR, except the whole XDR thing. Comes with nano texture glass and 12 megapixel ultra wide webcam with center stage features just like iPad. I guess Apple can give us a Face ID here. Just thinking out loud. Now, pricing is quite controversial. Mac Studio starts with almost 2000 USD for the M1 Max chip, and M1 Ultra chip will make your pocket cry for 4000 USD. Just looking at the price tag, it is costly, it is expensive, no doubt. But when you see what it can do and how much it can perform, it's in steal. It's a bargain price. This fat boy literally outperformed the maxed out Mac Pro Tower. So the question is it the last device from Apple on the line? I mean, with so much power, do Apple need to create anything more powerful than that? Do we need it? No Mac Pro Tower, no Mac Pro Mini. I mean, with double the power, it can play 18 8K ProRes 422 videos altogether. How much more does one need? Or maybe you do, you know what I mean? But the answer was right there in the presentation.
Today we built upon the amazing capabilities of M1 Max with the introduction of M1 Ultra. With its Ultra Fusion architecture, powerful CPU, massive GPU, and staggering memory bandwidth, it's the next giant leap for Apple Silicon. And we introduced Mac Studio, which was designed to put all this groundbreaking performance right on your desk. Together with the Studio display, these products will empower users to create the studios of their dreams and to continue to change the world. And they joined the rest of our incredible Mac lineup with Apple Silicon, making our transition nearly complete with just one more product to go, Mac Pro. But that is for another day.
Now that is to wait for. So it is Mac Mini Pro, and with 1/10 of the price of the Big Daddy Mac Pro Tower, it can beat it any day. But the big old daddy will make a comeback, and for sure, because Apple knows with the tower design of Mac Pro, they have a lot more room to improve, and they can unleash even more absurd amount of power from M1 Ultra, or we never know what they might going to call it, M2 maybe, with the 4 M1 Max chips, died together. So that's it, my reaction to the Apple March 22 event. Please subscribe to the channel to keep me alive, or else my wife will kill me. Seriously. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Thank you for this one. Have a good one. See you in the next one.